the beauty of football. Chelsea, by far the better team, find themselves behind. What a goal. It's Route 1 stuff as Verbruggen hoofs one long into the night sky. Mitoma sprints forward, watching the flight of the ball over his shoulder, and I mean literally from behind his back over the top of Mitoma's head onto his right foot. Mitoma cushions the ball like it a bean bag, like it is the easiest thing in the world, and in one movement, takes a touch away from the trailing Kalaba before finishing coolly past Jorgensen. From first touch to nestling in the corner, the 3 glorious Mitoma touches took a mere 2 seconds. But this goal is all about the first touch, one for the ages. 1-0 to Brighton. Quality football coverage keeps fans fully informed and up to date on the latest action, both on and off the pitch. The Guardian covers the beautiful game every day of the year in live blogs, match reports, and our Football Weekly podcast, so that you're fully briefed on transfers, fixtures, goals, and results. Importantly, we also dig into the uglier side of big football, issues such as sports washing, abuse, and corruption. And because we care about our readers, we have banned gambling advertising alongside our sports journalism. So everyone. Palmer is starting to pull the strings for Chelsea, twice playing through balls that would make Jason Statham shed a tear. England manager Thomas Tuchel watches on from the stands. How will the German use Palmer in next month's internationals? Mitoma has his first real opportunity to run at gusto, but the Japanese stumbles just as he enters Chelsea's penalty area. Neto has switched to the right flank for Chelsea, and Sancho will play on the left. Lamptey, playing left-back tonight for Brighton, makes a good early tackle on Neto. Chelsea again break down that right flank, with Maduk springing clear of Lamptey. Again the ball is cut back to Palmer, completely unmarked on the edge of Brighton's area again, but the English playmaker skews uncharacteristically wide. That was a real chance. Where on earth were Hinchelwood or Baliba? Lamptey, a former Chelsea player of course, is clattered by Colwill, but referee Chris Kavanagh waves play on. Fabian Hürzeler is furious on the sidelines, bouncing around on the sidelines like a kangaroo on a space hopper. Big chance for Brighton. Welbeck pounces on a loose ball and races through on goal, albeit from an acute angle. Just as the striker is shaping to shoot, Caicedo makes a huge sliding tackle to send the ball behind for a Brighton corner. Cucurella appends Minte and is perhaps a little lucky to escape a booking. The home crowd are not best pleased. Chelsea have not carved out an obvious chance, but they are obviously in the mood. Palm, Maduk, and Gusto have already created plenty of promising openings without creating a golden chance. But it feels like a matter of time at the moment. Palmer finds another pocket of space, this time on the right wing, turning Webster inside out, but his cross is intercepted and cleared by the very talented Baliba, who surely already has this chant at Brighton. A brilliant counter-attack from Chelsea. Chalobah is pinned right as Brighton attempt a high press, but Chelsea find their way out of it as Maduk backheels cleverly to release Gusto. The French fullback canters 60 yards up the right fullback, with Hinchelwood unable to keep up, before a cutback finds Palmer in oceans of space on the edge of Brighton's area. The shot flies over. Another former Brighton player in Chelsea's all-black away kit tonight, Marc Cucurella, is roundly booed by the home fans whenever he touches the ball. There are also some choice words directed at the Spaniard as he goes to take a throw-in, that I won't repeat here. Former Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo is quietly having an absolutely barnstorming season for Chelsea. He has made more tackles and interceptions combined than any other midfielder in the Premier League, completed more passes into the final third than any other player, won the third most duels of any player. It may have taken Brighton's record signing a few months to settle in, but the performance of Jorginho Rutter in their thrilling FA Cup victory over Chelsea showed that the Frenchman was worth the £40 million they paid Leeds in the summer. A brilliant header to equalise before setting up Kaoru Mitoma's winner gave Fabian Hürzeler's side the confidence boost they needed after their 7-0 mauling at Nottingham Forest, with Rutter justifying his manager's decision to leave João Pedro on the bench. Rutter, who has 7 goals in all competitions, did not start a Premier League game in January after struggling with a hamstring problem, and Hürzeler has been mindful of protecting the 22-year-old, although he will be itching to face Enzo Maresca's side for the second time in 6 days. There were a lot of personal duels and he proved that he can win the majority of them, and that's why I'm happy with him, said Hurzeler. So Brighton captain Lewis Dunk is not fit, as expected. Adam Webster comes in alongside Van Heck. João Pedro is again on the bench, and Weaver is also among the subs after a 9-game absence. From that squad, Chelsea really do not have a wealth of attacking options. Nkunku really struggled in the FA Cup last weekend against Brighton, but Maresca persists / has no choice here. The only senior attacker on Chelsea's bench is Jadon Sancho, and he is of course a wide man. Interesting that Chalobah gets the nod ahead of Tosin Adarabioyo in central defence. It seems mad that Chelsea's squad feels light after £1 billion overspending since the Boehly era began. Brighton, Verbruggen, Veltman, Van Heck, Webster, Lamptey, Baliba, Hinchelwood, Minte, Rutter, Mitoma, Welbeck. Subs: Rushworth, Gruda, João Pedro, Adingra, Cashin, Gomez, Ayari, Weaver, O'Reilly. Chelsea: Jorgensen, Gusto, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandes, Madueke, Palmer, Pedro Neto, Nkunku. Subs: Sanchez, Adarabioyo, Sancho, Dewsbury Hall, James, Anselmino, George, Achimpong, Amugu. Referee: Christopher Kavanagh. One change we know that Enzo Maresca will make from the team that lost at the Amex last weekend is in goal. Chelsea's manager confirmed on Thursday that Philip Jorgensen has replaced Robert Sanchez as Chelsea's first-choice goalkeeper. The Blues are facing a crisis in attack after discovering that Nicholas Jackson will be out until April with a hamstring injury. Marc Guiu is also sidelined and João Felix has been loaned to Milan. That leaves Maresca to choose between persisting with Christopher Nkunku as a striker, the Frenchman struggled against Brighton, or using Cole Palmer as a false number 9. Brighton's league season is meandering, somewhat. Recent wins away at Ipswich and Manchester United have been punctuated a home defeat to Everton and a 7-0 shellacking at Nottingham Forest. European qualification is certainly not beyond this very talented squad, but their best chance of glory this season remains in the FA Cup. The Seagulls have a tasty 5th-round tie away at Newcastle. Brighton captain Lewis Dunk is a major doubt after injuring a rib during the FA Cup clash, but in better news, Mats Weaver could be involved after 9 games out.